With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati.
Here we go, stop! Trick the Eagles! Trick the Eagles! Roll!
And the drive will start with a carry by LaDainian Tomlinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
You think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Williams on 3rd down. Swinging this ball out here to Tomlinson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They run it with a Hall of Famer, Eric Dickerson. 12 yards there, 1st down, Vikings.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Eric Dickerson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 14 of the Seahawk first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Williams. And that'll be complete to Fennerin. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Off-play action. Williams rolling to his right. Short throw that's caught by Davis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, second down.
Back to throw again.
Open man there is Finner.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against him a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run. Tomlinson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. LaDainian Tomlinson. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, they go to Dickerson. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and...
They'll look to throw again.
Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. They'll try the left side with LT. Running right through him.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Williams. And he checks this one down to LT out of the backfield. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll try and pick it up with Tomlinson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And this one is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Buying time to his left. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they get 5 there on 4th and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. That is complete. It's Eric Dickerson. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Setting up the screen to Dickerson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Inside give to Dickerson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack.
And how about this, a fake?
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Johnson, the man in motion right. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their...
This is 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Williams. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up the screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Running right, this is Tomlinson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. A disastrous loss there on 1st and goal on the sack. Sets him back big time. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Able to slither by. Fights through, and now a crease. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. And the Vikings first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
They'll go right back to the ground with Dickerson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Here's second down. Mahomes will throw.
Oh, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Here's Mahomes. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Seahawks are at